everyone! So this is a video in English. I thought maybe it's time to shoot an update in English too, as we are approaching to Santiago. We are at around 90 kilometers left to Santiago, so we could be there in 3-4 days, I guess. I have to say I learned a lot. I just met a lady whose name is Lynn. Hi Lynn, if you are watching this video, I'm very, very pleased to meet you. As I said, it was just what I needed. We met and we talked about life. Actually, we talked at what it means to be at 30, what it means to be at 20. We said at 30 you start to think of how old are you? And then there was a guy who would say, well, you know, this is the best years from 30 to 40, but after 50 you are like at your 30 where you start to think again. Then we said something like life is like a big puzzle. We get pieces. We don't really know where they fit, but it fits. I mean, sometimes we get a piece. We don't know the connection, then we get another piece, and maybe it connects with a piece we already have. And sometimes we see the whole picture. And Lynn said, well, and sometimes it takes a long time until you see the whole picture. Yes, that's right. So this is a message of the wisdom from Camino, right? I mean, you learn so much. I would need to shoot a lot of videos for just saying what I learned on Camino. Camino is like a metaphor for life. Basically, you learn what you need, what you don't need, what are you capable of doing. You learn what's your strength and what's your weaknesses. I, for example, did 32 kilometers, and that's what I cannot do because my lifestyle doesn't allow me to do it. I mean, that day, if you know, I really like to enjoy Camino. I would stop and talk to local people. I would enjoy the plants. I would ask for you know, just to know the grape of wine which they are growing, so I could go to another village and ask for the wine they grew up there and drink it, you know, and feel like I was drinking the wine I just passed through, or stuff like that. I mean, I really like to enjoy. And that day it was from Villa Mayor del Monjardín to Astorga. I will never forget that day. It was the hardest day of my life. Not of my life, but on Camino. And you know, it would start after a huge rain. It was raining that night, and I would the first segment of the road, it was on a road, and so there was a lot of snails, and they were trying to cross the road. So I would stop and help the snails to cross the road, you know, or take them away from the road so pilgrims or car would not smash them. So imagine if you do this on Camino, you can never walk like 30 kilometers, you know. It would be just insane. So that day I was really lucky. When I was approaching Astorga, there was this irrigation deck, and you know, there is a tractor ahead, so I don't want to shoot there. So this irrigation dig would help me to relax my feet. I would sit down and put my feet in this cold water, and it would have this anti-inflammatory effect, so anti-swallowing effect. So, oh, and thank you, Lynn, for that phrase you teach me, to be wired differently, to be wired like a wire. So we are like wired differently. I love it. Yeah, it means like, you know, you are made out of different, you have different kind of thinking. And so yeah, so I would take that dig, that irrigation dig, as a really help me with the feet, and then I would arrive to that Astorga, which was really up in the hill, so I would have to go climb a really steep hill to get there. And so